Hey, this is Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. The film I'm going to talk about right now is called The Imitation Game. Wow, this is a movie that I really enjoyed watching. Well, this movie is about Alan Turing. He's considered the father of the modern computer. Why? Well, during World War II, he helped to overcome the Germans, codes and things like that. Because the Germans was using a particular machine called the Enigma machine, and no one knew how to, break the code. But Alan, he did. But Alan had a few problems. Alan was a homosexual. And in England at that time, you went to jail or they gave you some pills to castrate you. They really did. Back then in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Now, Alan, he decided on what he wanted to do with his life. He killed himself in the end. He was very lonely. Now, the movie is based on his story. It stars Benedict Cumberbatch. Also, Keira Knightley is in this film. Charles Dance, Matthew Goode, Mark Strong, Alan Leech, and Rory Kinnear. Now, really a large majority of this film deals with, his time working with the British government. And he worked at this place called Bletchley Park during World War II. And he worked with a team, but the team really didn't like him because he was a little arrogant. He said, I'm the smartest guy around. I know what I can do. If you want to hang out with me and do this with me, you got to do it my way. Government wanted to really get rid of him and fire him and always pressuring him to do things, the way they wanted to. But he said, hey, I got to do it my way if you want some success. Now, like I said, the Enigma code, that's the form of the Germans that they communicated during World War II, to conduct surprise attacks. And the Germans was winning at one time during World War II. Now, this film also uses flashbacks to, tell his story, because in the beginning, you see the police come to his house in the 50s, and, there's a robbery and things like that. So the police officers say, well, look, I'm going to check this guy out, see who he is. He couldn't find nothing on him. And then they started talking and things like that in the film. Now, Keira Knightley, she played a good role in this too, as his confidant, friend, and also she was engaged to him. She had to get engaged because her parents wanted her to be with a man. Only if they knew everything. The Imitation Game is a film that is worthwhile watching. I really enjoyed it. I'm giving this 3.5 palm trees for the entertainment and learning a lot about Alan Turing. Unfortunately, when he died, no one really cared. No one really listened. But today, the reason we have a lot of computers and stuff like that is because of him. And World War II was won because of him. There's other factors too to help win the war, but he did a lot of work to help overcome the Germans. Just imagine, if he wasn't involved, we'll be speaking German right now, and I wouldn't be here. Think about that. The Imitation Game, good film to watch.
This is your entertainment ticket, latest and greatest.